That's second down coming up.
All right, here we go. Hey, zebra. 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 Zebra.
And Crabtree's there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it.
How you perform inside the red zone is often the difference in a game, and we'll get an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone.
Has it. Touchdown. As we get near the end of the opening quarter, they've grabbed the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, things have been rough so far, haven't they? It's been fun to watch. Each team is being very competitive and physical, but that's a nice thing to do, to score that touchdown and get a lead here late in the first.
Spins out of the defender's clutches. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. The Packers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Rodgers connects with Jordy Nelson.
One more snap and another quarter is in the books.
The Packers still possess the football as we begin the second quarter.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Rodgers, a receiver all the way out to the right. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Aaron Rodgers, incomplete, intended for Jordy Nelson. The Raiders go with the dime formation here on defense. The Packers take it from the 38.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
Third down on the way.
The Packers come to the line with a bunch set.
Did not get both feet down.
The Packers don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
The Packers take it from the 38.
Breaks free, has some space to work with.
The Packers turn the ball over on downs.
The Packers that time go for it on fourth down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Raiders come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 14-7. Murray's lined up directly behind the quarterback here.
He'll throw it over the middle. It's a two tight end formation. 2nd and 10.
Murray comes down with it. Murray's tackled down after a gain of 15.
Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after. Nice job.
Carr's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
From the red zone. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Raiders, touchdown. And a second touchdown on the game.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Raiders will come out in the dime. The Packers have it at the 24. And intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Raiders offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
The Raiders snap it at the 41. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the...
That play is going to be challenged. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
Carr comes out in the pistol. First down at the 28. Good coverage by Hayward that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. The Raiders take it from the 28. Smith makes the catch. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
I know it looks easy, but it's not. But a nice throw on the slant route. Slant route means you're slanting towards the inside. Good throw and catch.
Carr's completion percentage, 60% on the day. First down at the 17. Cooper's got it. Screenplay. The Raiders get a first down.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
Breaking huddle at the 4. First down here after the completion. Carr's on the move. The quarterback taken down by Mike Daniels.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Second and goal from the 5. Wide to the left. Powers his way across. Touchdown.
Not everybody's able to run the football in near the goal line for scores anymore in the offense. It's just too hard. But this offense, tough. The offensive line, give them credit. They gave the running back enough room, and he got in there for the score.
Hyde's going to test the coverage here. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Packers just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done. That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Rodgers' completion percentage, 50% on the day. Rodgers over to Nelson.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
At the line of scrimmage, the 41. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Rodgers off the mark there, incomplete.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
The Packers snap it at the 41. Knocked down as he fires it. Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Packers official. Jordy Nelson's injury appears to be broken ribs. Now they'll need x-rays to confirm the extent of the injury.
Third down and 10.
Rodgers going to take off with it. And it's batted down.
The Packers put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
The Packers will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. The Packers will line up in a full house set. The Packers snap it at the 41. Brings it in. Coons tackled down after a gain of 10. The Raiders do a great job here on defense, making the stop on 4th and long.
Yeah, 4th and long, there's only so few things you can do, Jim. So the defense was ready. They're well coached in situations like this, and they get it done.
Hey, we're going to rally, red 18.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. And Crabtree's got it on a pass that had some heat.
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. First down at the 44.
Tackle made by Daniels.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The football sits at the 40.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And off the mark on that short throw.
The offense needs 6 yards here on 3rd down after that incompletion. 3rd down and 4.
2 hands on the football and has the catch. The Raiders call a timeout and are left now with only 1.
Coming up to the line at the 13-yard line.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Rivera is able to grab it. Burnett's in on the tackle.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them. Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Oakland Raiders. Murray's 2nd touchdown of the game. The Raiders lined up now for the point after.
Add the extra point. The kick is good.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Packers offense getting ready to start this drive. I'm sure they're having a hard time letting go of what happened last time when they had the football across midfield and field goal range and failed to come away with any points.
Look, I like the fact that they went for it on 4th down. What I disagree with was the play call. It was it didn't give the quarterback enough options, and that's why it failed.
But you still agree that they should have gone for it?
Absolutely.
And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. We'll be back to Raiderland for the start of the second half after this. Here at the O.co Coliseum. Third quarter about to get underway. Jim Nance and Phil Simms from the broadcast booth above the 50.
That return's good for about 24. The Raiders offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things changed in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
And it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Murray's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Second down and 10. Launching it deep. Michael Rivera with the reception.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Handoff made. Slashes to the left side.
Murray's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First and 10. Cooper's going to pull in the bullet pass.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
First and goal from the 1. And now here's the toss.
Give Peppers the credit for that tackle. They hurry to the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal at the 1.
Runs it in for the touchdown. Phil, they add another touchdown here at the start of the third. And have you ever heard of a mercy rule in the NFL?
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything such as a mercy rule, but if there was, they would call it off right here, wouldn't they, Jim? But, hey, look, what a job at halftime. They wanted to keep things moving in the right direction. They have done that, and, man, what an awesome display by the offense.
Hyde's going to run this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
The Packers offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
This will be second down.
The Raiders defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight, man-to-man coverage.
Now looking at third down. Aaron Rodgers will be under center. Rodgers there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Aaron Rodgers out to James Jones.
That's his first reception today. His next play comes from the 30.
The old-fashioned way of picking up big yardage is running the fly route on the outside. Show the speed of the receiver and the strength of the quarterback's arm, What a nice completion.
Had it, but dropped it.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
The Raiders call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. 6 on the board for the Packers. Rodgers, 2nd touchdown of the game. The Packers for the extra point. Driving extra point is good. The Packers preparing for the onside kick. And the hands team does its job as the onside kick attempt is thwarted. The Raiders offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
Incomplete. Second down after the incompletion. 2 tight ends on the field here.
Right, here we go. 588. 588.
Smith's got the catch and the first.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
They better hurry to get the snap. Delay of game there after the quarterback did not get the snap in time.
Quarterback has a lot of jobs on the field. One of them is always watching the play clock. Make sure he avoids delay of games. 5 yards in the NFL, man, that's 5 yards you don't want to give up.
Snapping the football from the 28. Murray's in the backfield. Single back set. Now 1st and 10. Julius Peppers brings the quarterback down.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback, and nowadays you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
4th quarter and a blowout. Let's see if we can get this game over in a hurry.
Wow, you don't have to say it that way. I'm anxious to see how this game ends up and how they play it out. I want to see a team that has some pride, and even though they're getting blown out, to stay in there and keep fighting.
Trying to beat the play clock. It's going to be a delay of game penalty. The play clock's running down. Looks like a delay of game. Stepping up to the 3-yard line.
Alert! Zebra! Zebra!
He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter.
And it's swatted away.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Coming up, second down.
All right, here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank. Zebra. Zebra.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Carr's going to scramble.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Here we go. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Third and goal from the 3. And that'll probably go as a drop.
The Raiders go with the pass that time on third and short. The defense was ready, and they stopped the pass. Now we have a fourth down situation.
The offense is back on the field here with 4th and 3 to go.
Zebra. All right, here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank. Zebra. Zebra.
The margin is increased with another touchdown.
This is why a head coach gets paid so much money. You get in situations like this, they have to make the call on 4th and goal. He goes for it, and they get it.
Inside of the uprights. The Packers are back deep, ready to return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. Lacey lines up in the backfield. Set up screen to Lacey. Lofton's all over the ball carrier.
Quarterback should have never thrown it that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. He's got the catch. Gains about 3.
The defense, they have a lead here in the fourth quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
The Packers need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Adams got it, and a first.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Rodgers now completed 4 in a row. Ball's loose. They bring him to the turf. It's been that kind of a day for this team. I'm sure they can't wait for this one to be over.
You know, Jim, it's not always going to go well for you when you play in this league against such great players on the other side. But the one thing there's no excuse for, you must play hard, and this team just did not play hard today.
Murray's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. And Crabtree's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
Carr's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Coming to the line at the 40-yard line. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The Raiders now move the chains.
The Raiders continue to look to their top target on the day. And Crabtree's been the top target, and he's been very strong in this game.
The offense, what a tremendous design they've had here today. They've had many ways to get this football to the wide receiver, and he has done a good job of taking advantage of it.
First down and 10. Makes the catch. Touchdown. This game is over.
Oh, listen, it's been over for a while. And I just question, why are you still trying to score? Have a little mercy. I know it's pro football, and I don't usually say this, but the game has been decided. Have some mercy on your opponent and just try to get this game over.
The 18-yard line.
The Packers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake.
That's an interception. Touchdown!
When a defense intercepts a pass like that and scores a touchdown, boy, does that give them hope. Gives them a lot of confidence. They really get the momentum on their side, and it's going to be hard for the offense to come out here and do anything after that play.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
Taken down well short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 15.
The Packers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure.
He's in the clear. The 40, the 30. 2 minutes to go in the second half.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Second down coming up. For the score. The late touchdown's not going to change the outcome of the game, but perhaps it's something to build on for next week, Phil.
Well, it sure doesn't hurt. Sometimes when you score late in games, it does carry over, softens the blow of losing a little bit, and it can carry over into practice, and you sure hope it carries into next week's game.
They have been fighting an uphill battle, and they had to recover that onside kick.
Well, it was a tough spot for him, Jim. We know that. When you're going for the onside kick and you're trying to recover it, I think your chances are about 1 out of 10. And that time it was not on their side.
Carr comes out in the pistol. First and 10. Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete.
When you see a receiver drop a pass, it does go through the quarterback's mind. Well, he's a good player, and I want to keep his confidence level up, and I want to keep him into the game. So when you get a chance, you throw him another football so he can make that catch and get right back in with it.
And he reaches out and makes the catch. One-handed, no less.
This offense has been spectacular today, Jim. Here they are in the red zone again. Hey, listen, if I was them, I'd go ahead and try to score.
Oakland in the end zone. Cooper's second touchdown of the game. The Raiders for the point after. And the extra point is good. The Raiders now ready to kick the football down the field. And he's met head on right there at the 20. The Packers head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation. That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
2nd down and 10. And it's knocked down.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short. Well, that's not the worst thing that can happen to you in a situation like this. As long as the football was not intercepted, that's okay.
Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play.
Rodgers by himself in the backfield. Out of the shotgun.
Heaving it down the field. The Packers turned the ball over on downs. Great starting position here for the offense. They bring in the extra tight end. The corner step back.
Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Cooper's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Underneath and incomplete that time.
Only 20 yards to the end zone.
Zebra! Zebra!
3rd and 10. He's hit as he throws it. Fourth down and 10, and they're going to go for it. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
And Crabtree's got it on a pass that had some heat.
Why would you go with the hurry-up offense when you have a big lead late in the...
Makes the grab. Touchdown. My goodness, Phil, there's certainly not a whole lot of sportsmanship down on the field right now.
Yeah, this is getting to a point where even I'm starting to feel bad for the losing team, and maybe it is time to call off the proverbial dog and let this game just finish a little bit more mercifully.
That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. The Packers offense comes back onto the field, and there's nothing they can do to pull out victory here. Just a snap or two, and then it's on to the locker room to explain this loss, Phil.
Yeah, listen, today was not their day. The other team was just better. Give some credit to the defense.
Back with the sack.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback, too.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.